guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we are going to do a video on the free-to-play Gohan EZA. Probably a little bit disappointing, but Gohan, we've now seen a couple of characters like this where a story event will drop, where a character will be obtainable from, right? So the Gohan, we were able to get him from this story event right here, right? He's able to be dropped. But then the actual awakening medal to awaken him is from a different story event, the actual story event for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. We saw this during the Worldwide Download Celebration with some of the free-to-play cooler characters and stuff like that, right? And again, we can get the medal to Dokkan awaken him from this event right here. Then after that, in order to actually EZA Gohan, we go back to this event, and then we just have to do that final stage, stage 6, and gather up a lot of the plushies, and then we can go purchase Gohan's EZA medal. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Then I'll go ahead, we'll get him EZA'd. I think I'll probably give him a sticker as well, and we should be able to finish up. So let's see, this should be pretty easy to do. Oh yeah, looks like I might have over-grinded a little bit here. Let's just clear this out, which, okay, yeah. Again, it does seem like I over-grinded. I think we have more than enough right here. Okay, cool. So there's the medals right there. And then I might just grab, so we can just grab like an extra little bit of the medals here, right there, bam. Okay, so let me just go ahead and EZA this Gohan, and then we will put a sticker on him, and we'll go ahead and jump into the showcase and get all this done. Alright, so we have Gohan fully EZA'd here and ready to go. I guess his stats are probably fine for a free-to-play, like, EZA character like this, although his defense might be a little low. I suppose that's an issue that the LR Ultimate Gohan has as well. Again, this is a superhero character, so we will definitely go ahead and give this guy a sticker, even if he's kind of mid. Well, okay, one thing to consider about a character like this, right, because I'm probably going to be pretty harsh on him. He's really not that impressive, I mean, let's just be real. However, he is still a I guess this is technically a 2023 character. I mean, if you compare him to free-to-play characters of years past, I mean, he's certainly going to be more impressive in some of the damage and stuff like that he's doing. It's just that the standard of the game has been raised, right? But you do need to consider, you know, Prime Battle events are pretty easy and stuff like that, but this Gohan's performance is certainly going to be above most of the free-to-play characters in the game, if not nearly all of them, right? So it's like, in something where you are forced to use free-to-play characters, this Gohan will be nearly the strongest character on your team, probably, if you have to have just free-to-play characters. So that is certainly something to consider. Let's go ahead and jump into an event, and we will see how strong this Gohan is. He does get extra defense and an additional against an Android category enemy. So we might just start like kind of like a weaker event. And then I think we'll hop into maybe like, the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone. I think that's probably what we'll do here. Alright guys, so we are here in an event. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got with this Gohan here. So, remember, one of the big things about this Gohan that, probably is good or bad. I mean, I don't know, it's probably bad. Actually, is it for Cell Max, the Red Zone Cell Max? Well, it doesn't. Okay, so this Gohan, the first turn he's out is probably where he's at his strongest, even though he builds up, because Gohan's first turn, he has a guaranteed additional. That's a 70% chance to be a super, right? And then he does guaranteed crits. This is his first appearance. Now, Gohan also gets an extra 58% defense and a medium chance to launch an additional super if there's an Android category enemy. So, the thing about Red Zone Cell Max is that he's kind of like a noob stomper. Like, weak characters in that Cell Max fight can get blitzed. That is relevant with this Gohan since one of the missions is Hybrid Saiyans, and I think using like a movie hero / Hybrid Saiyan lineup could be the way to go for a lot of players. So like I think it is relevant talking about this Gohan in that fight. Gohan could quadruple super turn 1. He could fully build up, he'd be doing guaranteed crits, he could perform well, but certainly he would take a lot of damage. And that Red Zone Cell Max fight, 2 typings are at a pretty big disadvantage, completely down to opening rotations, and that's STR characters and AGL characters, because Cell Max, he changes typings every turn. But that's probably not the greatest for this Gohan, right? is that he's probably at his strongest literally turn 1. He does build up, right, with each attack performed and each super attack performed, but it's really not enough. It's this Gohan, it's like you look at what he did prior to his EZA, and he really got almost nothing. It's like they buffed the chance, because it was a high chance to super, right? That initial turn 1 ability. That was a high chance buff to great chance. He gives himself 2 ki at the start of turn, which I guess is fine. So his link set here, Super Saiyan, All in the Family, Brainiacs, Saiyan Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, Shattering Limit. He's got both Saiyan Lineage and Prepare for Battle, so he probably isn't going to struggle for ki. I guess it's nice. Any TUR giving themselves ki is certainly nice, but that's not enough for this Gohan to be like, all right, dude, he's cooking now. Like get back, bosses, right? It's like, it is decent, but it's like this. If you go down, besides, you know, he gets 20% attack damage with each attack performed and each super attack performed, but he gets a 20% chance to crit starting from his next attacking turn after he does his 3rd super in battle. Like, what the hell is that? Are you kidding me? That's so bad. A 20% chance to crit after he supers 3 times in battle. Like, that's horrible. That is not good. Unless the 8th anniversary, like, it seems like enemies might be poised to begin guarding. We'll see, right? It does seem that way, judging by sort of like data mines and leaks and blah, 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 blah. If that's the case and crits become essential to taking down some of these bosses, maybe. But as of right now, just giving 20% chance to crit on a character that you probably won't activate until turn 5 or turn 7 or something like that, that sucks cock, right? All right, so Gohan's at 175k defense right here. If we put him in the middle, we'll get Brainiacs, which will push him to 196. Oh, you guys want another huge L for this Gohan right here? Guess what? Guess what this piece of shit does not do? He doesn't give defense from super attack effect. Huge L. You just can't really do this. Unless the character dodges, has damage reduction, or is guarding, you can't do this. Like, Path to Power Dokkan Fest Kid Goku does not give himself defense from a super attack effect. However, his kit is so nasty. He's got damage reduction. He's doing all this stuff. You can get away with it. This Gohan, not really so much. He does greatly lower enemy attack and defense. It could be useful being able to lower enemy attack, but overall, this Gohan, you just see his kit. He was not given what he needs to be a great character, unfortunately. All right, so we do have a fair amount of support on this rotation, right? We're getting huge buffs from Pan. We're getting buffs from the Piccolo as well. All right, let's see what we get. After this, we'll probably do like a real run. We'll go into one of the Red Urban Army Red Zone stages. 2 million he starts out with. Oh, brother. Okay. And then that is a guaranteed crit. And then remember, he had another additional. That was a 70% chance to be a super. And then he could have done his hidden potential system additional. The last attack only activates against an android category enemy. So it's like you are sort of restricted in the type of enemy that you want to fight with him. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I just don't see a lot of value for this guy. You know, maybe if they increase the difficulty of like prime battle events a little bit, this Gohan could be more relevant, because again, he is a stronger free-to-play character for sure. I think, you know, guaranteed crits turn 1 could be pretty good depending upon the type of event. In maybe like an EZA area, this Gohan would be very dominant, right? This would probably be like one of the stronger like free-to-play characters that would be able to participate again in like an EZA area or something like that. But I mean, I don't like, is that what people want to hear? Like, yeah, he's great in an EZA area. Like, yeah, awesome, dude. That's what we're all looking for. That's what we wanted to see, huh? Okay, so this is a pretty good turn in terms of links, right? I probably, so Gohan is on, I think he's on 3 200% teams here. He is on the LR Gods, because he's movie heroes, and then he's also on Kamehameha. I think he's on Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolos, and I think that's it. Those are the teams that he is on, the 200% teams. But mostly where, I would say this is an issue with this Gohan as well. You guys know, when I'm evaluating characters these days, I really go, oh, nice, they're on full power. They're on connected hope, right? Like, awesome, awesome. Because no matter how kind of iffy, like some aspects of your kit might be, if you're on a weaker team, then it's like, even with their flaws, you're still going to be able to get a lot of value when they drop, you know, some mission for any number of events or burst mode or something like that. But Gohan is pretty much only on strong teams. He's on Movie Hero, Hybrids, Goku Family, Sibling Bond, Bond of Master and Disciple, Bond of Parent and Child, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Warrior Raised on Earth, and Superhero. More options for Superhero and Sibling Bond are good. Maybe Super Saiyan. But, like, it's just, he's on strong teams. That's the problem for Gohan here, man. It's certainly quite an issue. I'm gonna put Gohan in slot 1. We'll give him the attack here. 223k defense? Like, God, that's just... It's just unrunnable. You just have almost no incentive to run offensive units who will just get you killed. Like, what is the point? I just don't see it, right? It's like, you run like one of these offensive units, they get caught by Red Zone Cell Max or Red Zone Gammas or one of these fights, and oh, too bad, you're done, right? GG. Oh, so sad. All right, so this is Gohan's third super, so he's now fully built up right there. Now, he could have only super attacked twice. That was his second turn. We only were able to do 2 super attacks. Remember, he could triple super his first turn, and then he could double super all turns after that. Against an android enemy, he potentially could quad super turn 1 and then triple super in turns after that. I did give... My Gohan has full additionals. Probably might have been a mistake. I probably should have given the boy full dodge. I had anticipated that this Gohan was going to be a little better than he ended up being, though. None of us could have guessed that he was going to ease in. They gave him nearly nothing. You look at this Gohan, this base Gohan, the SSR Gohan, had a lot of potential. He was very interesting. Go look at how some of us were talking about him when we saw that base Gohan. Like, okay, hold on. And then they awakened him and EZA'd him, and they gave him almost nothing. It's ridiculous. You know, guys, I can't help but be annoyed when moments like this happen. Can you tell what the situation is? Gohan was in slot 7, and look at Cell's health. Now understand that Gohan, right, peak performance for Gohan is his first appearance. Here's why this type of design can really suck balls. Because when you enter an event, and you're in slot 7, and you get the enemy down to a sliver of HP like this, all of a sudden, it doesn't really matter that Gohan is doing guaranteed crits, does it? Doesn't matter that he can quad super, does it? No, none of that matters. Because we're going to get no value whatsoever out of this. So, terrific. I also would say I do love this, personally. Do you guys think Gohan and Ultimate Gohan link well? Is this what you would expect? Like, are they serious? Like, they're serious right now. Like this is it. Let's drop. This is the same character. Like, we know that he transforms into Super Saiyan fighting Gamma 1, and then literally Ultimate Gohan's intro is him going from Super Saiyan into Ultimate Gohan, and they have one link. It's hilarious. Well, they have 2 links. They have Kamehameha as well. Yeah, clown mode. This is just clown show activated. Where are we at in terms of defense here? 157. That's with all in the family. We'll probably leave the gods on rotation. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is awesome, dude. So again, I mean, as you guys might be able to see here, we're in a tougher event, so we'll see how Gohan can perform. This is his first turn. Gohan could quad super right here, but, you know, tough titties. Cell had actually a sliver of health left. You guys, a lot of you guys don't understand, man. It ain't easy showcasing, man. This is tough work out here, okay? It's real tough to get this done, because the game sometimes is like, nah. Alright, hopefully Orange Piccolo can demolish Cell. Yeah, I'm kind of like on the off rotation right now. As you guys can see, we're fighting Red Zone Cell. Red Zone Cell, I think, is a very serious fight. I think maybe some of these Red Ribbon Army stages could have been made a little bit more difficult. But these are still legitimate fights, no doubt about that, right? So it's like, while they could have made them even a little bit harder, I think there's still a good baseline of difficulty. Depending upon how good or bad the character is, you know, we could showcase them and show, you know, character strengths and abilities and stuff like that. Alright, so I guess I'm going to try and rock Pan with our guy Gohan, is what we're going to try here. Pan could sell us really bad. Let's pray she doesn't. Incredible rotation for Gohan here. Everything is activated except for, what, Brainiacs and Shattering the Limit. So hopefully, Gohan and Gohan will show us something. Gohan could triple super here. It's written in a shitty way where he has medium chance of launching an additional super. You know, remember, the way we would want that to be written, actually, is additional with a medium chance to super attack. It is the ideal way. We could do either of these. We'll give the gods this. I think I probably should transform. I'm gonna choose to do this. We'll stack up with them. I probably should have transformed with the gods right there, because I think Cell would one-shot us if he supers the gods. He supered at the start last turn, right? Oh, Pan-chan. There we go. That's fine. Okay, so Gohan is up to 383. Let's pray that he does at least one more super attack right here, and he'll be fully built up. And he does not. Thank you, buddy. I think my Gohan has 23 additional is what he has. I think that's what it is. So yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, do I consider this Gohan good? Not really. It's just, I think I would like this Gohan. I would probably be much more down with what they did with this guy if he was on crappier teams. Unfortunately, they just chose to really not give too much love to Gohan. Like any of these Gohans, they just did not give Gohan a lot of love, unfortunately. I think that LR Ultimate Gohan could be better. This Gohan could be better. I think Piccolo is great. I probably wouldn't change his design at all. But the Gohans, man, it's just sad. It's just, like, when I think about what this guy could have been or should have been, you know, it could bring a tear to my eye, man. It's too tough, too much to bear. Us hybrid Saiyan fans are truly and utterly in the mud right now. And it's like, I would consider myself a hybrid Saiyan stan, but that's not going to make me evaluate characters any different. I'm tough. Doesn't matter if you're my faves or not. You know, Gohan, your design sucks ass. I'm going to be telling y'all, oh, his design sucks ass. Don't worry about that. So one more super, Gohan will be fully built up. We could get away with Pan right here. I don't think she'll kill Cell. Probably not. It'll be annoying if she kills Cell. It really will. Well, Cell's going to heal right here. So Pan, even with a crit, probably is not going to kill him. Okay. Oh, 100k. That's a little iffy right there. Pan, girl. Need you to dodge. Oh, or do that. That's fine. Okay, Gohan. It's 4 point. Dude, this is not. This is not enough. You know, I would like, if Gohan. I feel like if he had an extra 300k defense, like it's okay, right? You give him an extra 300k defense, and I think we're like in a much more reasonable position for this Gohan. Right now, defense is just far superior to offense. You know, Gohan doing damage is meaningless. Damage, for the most part, I would say is pretty meaningless, unless you're talking about, like, Pan's active skill damage, or Final Form Cooler's damage, or, you know, Transform Super Saiyan 2 Gohan damage. That's when damage becomes, okay, yes, build around that. But if it's just a character that hits really hard, like, it's nothing special about that. You need to be able to take hits as well. Oh, brother. Okay, this is good. We do have Brainiacs up. And he's at 500k. It's just not enough. It's, as a super class character, this just isn't enough. We could go into the Gamma's Red Zone fight, which is the first Red Zone fight against super class enemies, but he's fully built up. We have his crit ability up. We have the defense from fighting an android enemy. Like, this is it. And it's just not enough. It's not. Because he is getting no defense when he attacks. Nothing. He doesn't get anything from his super attack effect. He does not get defense on super attack. That, I think that's a thing that they could have actually really done. If he got maybe 58% attack and defense when performing a super attack, he would be significantly better, right? Like one of those type of buffs to give us like the, you know, the multiplicative buffs. All right, so let's go ahead and go through with this turn. We'll probably make this the final turn right here. Let's put Piccolo in slot 1. Pan could sell for us, and I just want Gohan to be able to perform right here. The thing that's funny is, you know, I talk about like, oh, defensively he's not good enough. He's not good enough in this area. If this cell super attacks us, which he probably will do because this cell could double super, like he could just kill, like outright kill us. I think already, unless he supers Gohan, like I don't think he'll super like slot 1 and then also super Gohan. I would have actually liked that though. Like, you know, I'm like, yeah, defensively he's not good enough, and then he does super and finish Gohan off. It's like, oh, well, that's what I was talking about right there. 5.77, okay. Remember, I've got a lot of additional built into him, which we didn't get. And there's 30% chance to additional, which we didn't get. So there is this Super Saiyan Gohan. I think if we're talking about using him in some sort of like free-to-play type event, he's good. Gohan is good if we're strictly comparing him to other free-to-play characters, which is certainly the way we should evaluate him. I think that's how you should evaluate characters. You compare Dokkan Fest TWRs, other Dokkan Fest TWRs. You compare Dokkan Fest LRs, other Dokkan Fest LRs. Right, so we really should compare this Gohan to other free-to-play EZA characters. It's just they haven't yet made the standard of those characters good enough yet. Hopefully they will at some point soon. So there we go. There was Gohan. Let's go ahead and take a look at his details now. All right, this is full power transformation, Super Saiyan Gohan Teen. Yeah, very funny that they added that little full power into his like sort of like card quote when he's not on full power. His leader skills Bond, a Master, and a Disciple, category key 3 and 77% of stats, or AGL type key 3 and 50% of stats. His super attack is the Kamehameha, which greatly raises attack for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then greatly lowers enemy attack and defense. His passive skill is the Clash of Tremendous Power, which does 2 key and 158% attack and defense at the start of turn. He launches a guaranteed additional that has a great chance of being a super, and then all attacks become crits for 1 turn from the start of turn. So Gohan's first appearance, he could potentially triple super or quad super if you're fighting an android enemy, and they'll all be crits. But it's like, it's only that first turn. I don't know. That's probably at its strongest against Red Zone Cell Max, who only has 1 health bar, but that's probably about it. This Gohan, you know, at max potential, I guess he could be okay in that Cell Max fight, but he would take a lot of damage at the start, though. I don't know. That was a heavily wanked turn where we saw his defense higher. At the very least, it was good characters we were using, but Gohan gets 20% attack and defense with each attack performed up to a max of 58%. Then he gets 20% attack and defense with each super attack performed up to a max of 58%. So 3 super attacks will fully build him up. Then he gets a chance to crit plus 20% starting from Gohan's next attacking turn after he does his 3rd super in battle. So once you do 3 supers, you'll have his stats fully built up and you get a 20% chance to crit. But it's like, dude, seriously? A 20% chance to crit? That's it? Okay. And then finally, he gets 58% defense and a medium chance of launching an additional super if there's an android category enemy. That's a 30% chance to additional super. Not written the way we want it, which would be guaranteed additional 30% chance to super, which the reason that's so important is because then it will allow you to access your hidden potential system additional much more often, especially if you've got like a full additional build. So I don't know. It's just not really a lot of love given to this Gohan, I would say. His links are Super Saiyan, All in the Family, Brainiacs, Saiyan Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, and Shattering Limit. Can't be too mad, I guess. He's got Brainiacs with the Piccolos, which could be good. And then, you know, Super Saiyan, All in the Family, Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, Saiyan Lineage. He's got very common links, so you can't really be too mad about his link set, I suppose. 12 kill multiplier, 145%, a little high there. Usually free-to-play characters at 140%, so that's decent. And then Gohan is on these categories. Again, I would say this is another weakness of this character. For the most part, he's really only on, like, good teams. I suppose something like Hybrids needs to be buffed, but it needs to be buffed with top-tier characters and top-tier EZAs, not something like this. So he's on the Movie Hero category team, which is a top... Well, not a top tier. That's probably the best category in the game right now. He's also over here on the Hybrid Saiyan team, which is badly in need of buffs, right? He's also over here on the Goku family category team as well. Then right here, he is on the Sibling Bond category team, which this is a team that could use help, so this is where Gohan would be useful. He is also over here on the Bond of Master and Disciple category team. Then he's also over here on the Bond of Parent and Child category team. Again, another really, really strong category that he's on. Then he's over here on the Super Saiyan category team. I suppose that's pretty good, that we can utilize him on a team like that. That certainly does need more options. He's also over here on the Kamehameha team, another very strong team that doesn't really need too much help, but whatever. He's also over here on the Warriors Race on Earth category team, another massively giant team. And then finally, he's on the superhero category. I guess this is a team that any options this can get, I am pretty happy about. This certainly does need help. So there we go. There is this EZA free-to-play Super Saiyan Gohan. Pretty disappointing. He certainly could be better. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.